holidays are all about the sparkle and shine, but there are some decorations that go beyond tinsel to downright historic. Timothy Declue of the Timothy Declue collection joins me with some vintage-inspired ornaments that will become instant family heirlooms. You always bring us the most beautiful things, but some of these things you have are a visual feast for the eye today. Tell me about this special collection and the story behind it.
So I was looking for someone who could reproduce a few of my ornaments that I've had in my collection since I was a child. So this is one of them. And so I sent pictures in to this gentleman in Germany, and he said, "Oh, I can reproduce that. I actually have the molds." So he actually has the original molds. They're sometimes a little bit bigger or a little different.
And that's the molds we're looking at right there?
That's the mold we're looking at. So you can see both of these are a Santa bell. It's called Ringing in the New Year, which is the new one. And they both are bells, so you can kind of see.
Look at that.
Which is great. So mine was a little worn, and so this one is a new version that you can get at our store.
And so are all these other ornaments also from the same era?
Yeah, same era. So they're all molds that were used over 100 years ago, and so he's reproducing them and making some of them exclusively for us, like this crocodile here, which is a
oh my gosh, I didn't even see
clip.
That.
It's actually in the museum in Lauscha, and so that's where these are made, in Lauscha, Germany.
Look at how cute this little guy is. And it just clips right on, as some of the older ornaments did.
Yep, and then this is another one of my favorites, is the clip tree. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh,
it's a
okay, I didn't.
tan.
Look at this little tree. Okay, I'm holding my finger here. Look at that. How cute is that little tree?
Isn't that cute? And then we have lots of beautiful hand-done ornaments as well, like the glass on the bird bath is, on Winter Sounds, is all done by hand. So.
And then you have the tree toppers as well that are very traditional and go back a long time.
Yep, yeah. So you might even recognize a lot of these from like your grandparents' tree or your parents' tree.
Yeah. So let's see. So we looked at these vintage ornaments, and some of these ones here remind me of the shiny bright ornaments from the 1950s and 60s, but these are from Germany and go even further back, right?
Even further back, yeah. So these were being produced before, so Woolworths came into the area and decided they would do the ornaments from there. So they kind of took these ornaments and made it into a tradition, and then they started making them for Shiny Bright, and Shiny Bright was actually made in the U.S., so they kind of copied the German ornaments.
See, and we don't know that. This is why I love you for the history, because you just think Shiny Bright's the original. Now you know where they came from.
No, they actually started here in Germany.
That is so fascinating. And so when we're talking about these ornaments, what else came from these molds?
So these molds, they also do the paper mache. So these are paper mache Santas, and these are made exclusively for us, and they are actually candy containers. So back in the day, candy was super precious. So you would have filled this with candy. You can kind of see down there we have a mushroom as well.
Oh, neat.
And so you can fill these with candy. They're mainly decoration. But the colors and the trees and everything are exclusively to our line, Antique Baubles.
So this is a little mushroom. It looks like this.
Yes.
And then you fill it with candy. And what a special tradition to start with your family.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's really beautiful. I think because we all have our own family traditions, but when we have our own kids, you know, something like this would be really, really special.
Exactly, yeah.
And there, I understand there is some significance with the mushrooms and the pig as well?
Yes, so the pig is supposedly good luck for the new year. So if you see the pig, they do marzipan pigs, and they hand them out to the children in the holiday season.
Neat.
So that's what the pig represents. And this is paper mache, and the Santa's paper mache. These were also made in Germany.
Beautiful.
Vintage pieces added in there, but they're absolutely gorgeous.
So if someone gives you a pig for the holiday season, you say thank you for giving me good luck.
Exactly.
Now we know why my grandma always liked making a honey baked ham, or buying, I should say. No, you also are known for nutcrackers. I mean, last year you brought us some of the most beautiful nutcrackers I'd ever actually laid eyes on. What else do you have that we haven't seen yet?
So we have smokers, nutcrackers, and then lots of ornaments, obviously. And then we actually are featuring this year our True Tone classic lights, and so that's what you're seeing on the tree and on the branches. So these are LED, they're not hot. They're classic, so you won't burn yourself, you won't melt your tree if you have an artificial tree. You can use the tinsel that is mylar. And so these look and are amazing that they look just like the vintage ones.
I don't know if you all can see this from the TV, but even the cord, the wire, it's covered in that material, in that rope that makes it look so vintage, but it's so great. Okay, those are fantastic. What do you think it is about the vintage appeal? I mean, it always made me feel like I was closer to my grandparents when they were no longer with me at the holidays. What is it overall that you see as kind of looking back to this nostalgic tone? What actually inspired you?
What inspired me is just I've always collected vintage ornaments, and I just love that feel, the warmth that it makes you feel, and so it reminds you of your grandparents, your family. So I think that's definitely the way to go.
It really is. Thank you so much for
welcome.
sharing this with us. This is so beautiful, and I'm so excited that you have created so many traditions that families out there are going to enjoy. So I appreciate you doing that. And of course, you can find the Timothy Declue Collection store at Pacific Place, along with his beautiful collection of authentic German nutcrackers, as well as many other wonderful gifts for any occasion. So go check it out. I'll see you there.